So today I thought it might be quite cool to show you my scuffed gamer setup. So as you can see, it is just a corner in my living room, and it's basically consisting of loads of just random things thrown together. So I have a wall-mounted monitor here because it saves space on my desk. I don't have to put a desk mount on, and I'll put a visual on screen now so you can see what monitor it is. It is supposed to be 144 Hertz, I think, maybe more, but because I am using a laptop without a display port, I only get 120 frames through my monitor, and basically my whole setup is being bottlenecked by my laptop. So I am planning to, in the next few months, get a desktop PC just to really boost the power and the fun in my setup. So a lot of my issues in my setup come from this machine here, which is awesome. It's a really powerful laptop, but it's not great for what I need it for these days. So my laptop, I've got that mounted on a desk mount. It works really nicely. It saves a little bit of space underneath here because I used to have it on a stand that would hold the laptop up, but now it just kind of hovers over the top. And what I do is I play on this screen and I have my Discord up on this screen. That works really well. I think when I get a desktop PC, I will probably move that monitor vertically over to this side, and I will put a higher refresh rate monitor in the middle. And I think that will be worth the upgrade in itself. I will always have two screens in my gaming station. This is also my workstation, so I use this as my work from home office, if you like. But there we are. So in terms of what I have plugged into my laptop, this is, like I say, the biggest issue I have at the moment. I've got these really cool magnetic cables from Magtame, so they just kind of help keep things a little bit tidy on the side there. And I've got quite a lot of dongles plugged in. So this is the Sprime dongle. This is the NP01 dongle. I've got loads of cables around. I purposefully haven't tidied this up because it is a mess, but you know, this is just the reality of having a workspace that you actually live around and in. So I've got my Akko keyboard plugged in. That's this one. I've just done a review on this. You can check that out on my page. This is my webcam, which is mounted up here. This is my hand cam, so it kind of gives you this perspective when I play, which is awesome. And then I've got a couple of mouse monitors and my headset. So if I go down to my headset, I've got the Blackshark V2. This is not perfect as far as I'm aware, but for me, if I'm honest with you, it feels good enough. You know, I'm not really that into audio. Maybe I will be one day. Another thing that I'm looking forward to expanding in my setup at the moment is the audio. So I would quite like to get a nice pair of headphones, a nice mic, probably on a boom arm, and get that so that I can use that for my videos rather than relying on my phone and this wonky USB wireless microphone that I'm using at the moment. So that's something that you'll see in the future. Some nicer audio, some nice mic, and hopefully some better sounds coming from the audio too. So I've also got this pegboard up on the side. I've crammed in a lot of mice. These are all sort of mice in my rotation. We've got the Maya, we've got the AX, probably my favorite ergo at the moment. We've got the Zao pin up here, got the Endgame Gear OP1, got a couple of Zowie receivers, got my EC1 and my NP01S in that far corner, Lamzu Atlantis, HSK Pro, M4, got the Dink Trackstar, and we got the Lamzu Thorn, the Fnatic collaboration. I also have my Lightbar switch here with my Clawmates stuck to the top. So this Lightbar sort of sits on the top of my monitor. This is probably the best thing I've bought for my setup. I love this thing. The way it's changed how I do my videos, and basically the way that my desk feels to work in and to play on. It's changed significantly because of this thing. You know, if I twist it, kind of changes the hue of the light. So I don't know if you can tell that. It kind of goes warmer or a little bit like white. It's really nice, it's a really good feature. If you don't have a light bar on your desk and you play often, or you sit down often in a workspace that's dark, then I would 100% recommend you spend the 30 to 60 pounds to sort yourself out with a little bit of light on your desk. So I'm gonna cover a couple of things going on over here. So I've got the G303 with the clawmate on the side, got the U2 on the desk. I've also got my gyro ball on the desk, mostly because I don't have anywhere else to put it. But I do find myself playing with this while I work, at least while I'm sat in boring meetings. I kind of have this going in the background. And what it's supposed to do is warm your hands up and your muscles within your hands before you play. I don't know if it does that, but I find that by the time I get out of my 1 or 2 hour meetings, I've got a really good pump going on in my forearm and my hand feels nice and tired. So I've got that on the desk. I've also got my Pulsar palm long gaming sleeve because I'm currently using the SkyPAD 3.0 XL. I've also got the Sprime on the desk at the moment. I'm really enjoying playing with this mouse. It's actually so fun. It's a lot better than I initially thought. It seems to fit really nicely in my hand if I hold it like this. It's perfect, so I'm not kind of wrapping around it like I thought I would have to. I'm kind of just relaxed clawing it. It's a banger so far. And then probably my favorite mouse of all time, the MP01. I haven't fully reviewed this one yet, but I do plan to very, very soon. It's amazing. I wouldn't change anything about it at all. It basically is perfect for me. Truly as close as I will ever come to an end game mouse, I think, sat right there on my desk. It's beautiful. So one thing I didn't cover was how I sort of record my videos. And for the face sort of shots, or the face angles, I just use my tripod and I put my camera in the tripod, I aim it at myself and I talk to the camera. And then for the hand shots and for the pictures of the mice and stuff that I do as I'm talking, just aim the tripod down towards the mouse pad, and that's how I get my camera angles. So nothing fancy, I just kind of move my keyboard out of the way, set the tripod up, and I stick my light bar on. And this is all of the light that I use for my gaming setup. So this is where it gets even more scuffed. So you can see all my wires, etc. If you look underneath the desk, you can just see how much shite there is just hanging around. So I've got all the boxes to the left of my thing. So this is an envelope for my Saturn Pro that you receive the pad in. This is full of cloth pads. So I've got about 8 pads in here. That's the only way I can think to store them in my small sort of office space. I've also got keyboards, just other boxes, and then other Tupperware sort of stuff down there to store like mouse feet and so on in. Underneath here, you can see I've got all sorts on top of my little storage unit. Things that I use, some things that I don't use, but it's just a handy little place to put them in. And one thing that I have here is just a load of stuff in this this sort of storage space. So I won't open it all because I'll knock over my other boxes. But you can see these things, once I've done my reviews on the Sprime and the Gravastar mice, they'll all go in a cupboard upstairs out the way. So it's not always this messy. And then finally, on the right-hand side, this is probably where a lot of you have come from as my subscribers. I've got my glass pads all kind of just in boxes, crammed in the side next to the toy sort of boxes, if you like, for my kids. So you can see my gaming chair is an old office chair. I've broken this the other day because it's supposed to click into place, but it doesn't. And that's it. It's my modest, very, very scuffed gaming station. I'm really excited actually to update my station from the laptop to the desktop PC. I think that will be an amazing upgrade for me personally. This thing is completely limiting my gaming experience at the moment. I can only get 120 frames, and while that feels good, I know it could feel better. I'm probably gonna aim for 240, maybe 360. And I may get an OLED if I can afford it, if I can justify the expenditure. One final thing to cover is my controller, which is the 8BitDo Pro controller. It's got these little paddles on the back. I only use that for like, I can't remember the last time I used my controller, but I used it for, I think it was a fighting game, just because it was easier to use that than it was the keyboard. And the final thing, this is my train set I set up just a moment ago for my daughter. I have some more glass pads and lots of other toys and a train apparently hiding under the sofa. So in this box, I have more glass pads and I am running out of space to store them all. So this is it. This is where the magic happens. I hope you've enjoyed the video. And yeah, I don't know what else to say. So peace.